You want a juicy chest? Watch the rest of this video. Here's my boy, Zach. We're about to get this lifted. First things first, we got bench. I know you guys listen to me a lot. You guys are gonna learn from somebody else today. I think it might help getting different cues, different wording on things. I think it'll help a lot, get a better understanding of the bench and how to exactly go about it.
Couple cues for when you're benching. You want to make sure that your hand position is between this line and this line, whichever is most comfortable. I'm normally closer to here. I know Elijah's more so out here. It all depends on personal preference.
Now when you come in, I put my fingers about a thumb away from right here. You want to make sure your feet are locked in, get some leg drive going, put your lats in your pockets, and try to bend that bar. You want to be doing this motion in your mind.
Yeah, so one of the biggest things about that is when bending that bar, I think a huge part of that helps out is that you also lock your lats into place when you have that mental cue of bending the bar. And also, I think squeezing the bar helps a lot too. When you squeeze the bar on something like a bench, when you're not having to use it as a hook, I think it helps lock in a little bit more. You keep a little more tight, a little more stability, and it helps push a little bit more weight.
Feeling you can get in a gym, or the most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym, is the pump.
Your feet up. Is there a specific reason that you do that, or?
So it's called a Larson press. You take your leg drive out of the equation by lifting your legs up or just putting them up on the bench. You'll see people sometimes like this, just up on the bench. And it makes it so that it isolates more towards your upper chest and you're not doing like a competition style bench where it's all like your whole body's involved. It's just your upper body.
So one thing you may notice me doing a lot is pushing my body back deeper in the bench and putting my arms on this bar right here. This is essentially just to lock my lats in place, and I'm just using the machine to do it. But that being said, I come pretty deep back here, and pushing in not only locks my lats in place, but brings me back under the bar, so I'm not unracking it way out here and being unstable in the front of my shoulder. So locking in the lats, also pushing myself downward and getting everything else ready. Squeezing the glutes, getting the leg drive ready, and so on.
So I was just telling Elijah that a good thing you could do with the bench to increase your strength is rather than coming down and bouncing off your chest like that, come down and do what they call a t-shirt touch. You come about 1.5 inches, barely touching your chest, and then come back up. That increases the time under tension and increases the stretch and the stress that you put onto your chest muscles, which is what we want here on the bench press.
Pump cover number 1 We got another one on it. Alrighty, so now we're doing like a 6-piece drop set on the incline bench. We're starting with max verticalness, I guess. As you can see, I'm sitting, it's almost a shoulder press at this point. And then we're gonna go all the way down to the bottom till it's a flat bench. Aiming for 12 reps, probably gonna end up with about 6 at the bottom. saw in that last one. Once we got down past about 45 degrees on the bench, our reps dropped from like 8 to 12 to like 6 max. And I think that's because most people don't train in that angle between flat and like where most people hit their angle bench at. So I mean, try it out next time you guys hit chest. We'll see what happens, right?
Yeah, one thing about that is that I thought the further I was going back, it was going to get easier just on the angle. Like it's kind of like a giant drop set. The thing is, it got harder. So as he was saying, in between that flat bench and that incline bench was absolutely killer because no one targets that part of the chest, or you rarely see it. And I thought I was struggling on shoulder press, but you could see my form start to break down. The reps could drop completely once I got past that incline point. It was pretty crazy. So definitely fantastic drop set overall. I really like that movement. I've never considered doing it with dumbbells before, so that was really cool. So one thing that Zach mentioned is that when you're coming down on the incline, you can get more range of motion with the dumbbells as opposed to a barbell. So when you come down and you twist in a little bit, you can come down even further. Adds about an extra ½ inch to 1.5 inches. It really feels good. It really feels good stretching the pec as well. So that was a good little chest pump we got going there. Right now, hitting a little dips. We're gonna try something new today, guys. Weighted dip belt. Never done this before, so it's been since high school.
Get down to 90. There you go. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've never put this on before, I think.
Okay.
So
here. Cool. Take it out of the chain just so you can wear it. Sorry. So put it on like a normal weight belt, and you just hold it there. You're gonna hold this between your legs.
Oh, I see.
Just bend down a little bit, and then you kind of have to come. Yeah, it's a little short. There you go.
Oh, yeah, it's not bad.
And then when you get up there, and then make sure you. And then when you get up there, I normally put my legs like this behind it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you can hold the plate a little more stable so it's not swinging around. There you go. Perfect, right there, that's perfect. Alright guys, so I was just telling Elijah that in my opinion, I think you only need the bench and dips to build a really good upper body physique. Here, come over here. There's a lady behind you, that's fine. When it comes to the bench and the dips, there's so many different variations that you can do with either of them that really can help target separate heads of your upper body in general. So when it comes to bench, close grip, more chest, wide grip, more shoulders, regular old bench, we all know that one. Then we have dips, you can do either dips straight up and down, just gonna really work on the triceps, some rear delt, or you can lean forward, helps isolate the chest and do some more rear delts. And obviously you can add weight like we're doing today with that.